Is it strange to you I loved another man before I loved your father? Would it be easier felt if I was born and you were born mere moments after I was a child, as you are my girl, and ill I knew of men, but love him I did best as I could, as I knew loving them. Then the wind comes, then the wind. When I was only grass hopping high, I had a roan dappled mare. Wherever I thought of riding to, she would take me there. I fed her on white sugar cubes with grain so finely defined. Easily I costed love in that time, but the wind came, yes, the wind. My father bequeathed me an acre land, so I took my beloved there. We sat sprinkled by orchard shade and scarfed up the juiciest pears. I awaited each morn my receipts of love, eager as a flower sunborn. Tail third and heart like a loyal dog, eyes as damp as a fall. But the wind comes, still the wind. The scales remained all set askew, but he gave me no sugar cane. Just the same confusion every week, trying to fight me again. So I took myself down to the river glen and washed away my old mare. Then he wasn't sure how to love me no more, so used to seeing her there. Oh, the wind comes, yes, the wind. Is it strange
Good afternoon. Fatlaganachui. Everybody, how are you? Happy Sunday. Hey, Lurka. Hey, Neurobot. Neurobot, thank you so much for the resub. Tier 2, 49. 49 months. Blimey O'Reilly. How are we doing? It's another Sunday. It's another stream day. I should know what I'm doing by now. It's up to you, I think, how strict you are on your theme, Lurker. Sharp guitar today, there we go. Oh, Lurker, thank you so much. I ain't got time to do anything first. Let me get up the stupid dashboard. No, I don't want to watch the stream awards. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No. Go away. Thank you. I'm so good at this. Unbelievable. Oh, you've gone for it. You've gone for it, Lurker. Hey, what's he doing? Lurker has requested a live learn of, like, do. Is that what it's called? Do Re Mi from Sound of Music. What are we gonna do with that? Fantastic. Maybe we could translate it into Cornish. My brain will fall out. Alright, I think this key will work. We'll find out. I was a miner, I was a docker, and I was a railwayman between the wars. I raised a family in times of austerity, with sweat at the foundry between the wars. I paid the union as times got harder, and looked to the government to help the working man, but they brought prosperity down at the armory. We're arming for peace, my boys, between the wars. I kept the faith and I kept on voting, not for the iron fist, but for the helping hand. For theirs is a land with a wall around it, and mine is a faith in my fellow man. Theirs is a land of hope and glory, mine is the green field and the factory floor. Theirs are the skies all dark with bombers, and mine is the peace we knew between the wars. Call up the craftsmen, bring me the draftsmen, build me a path from cradle to grave, and I'll give my consent to any government that does not deny a man a living wage. Go find the young men, never to fight again. Bring up the banners from the days gone by. Sweet moderation, part of this nation. Desert us not, we are between the walls. Hey James, how you doing? It's a lovely song. I know like 2 Billy Bragg songs. Don't know what that does for my socialist cred. The dad jumper is contributing there. We're going to have a Songtober song. Played a whole load of Songtober songs on Wednesday. Here's another one. You can't trust anyone. I am not sufficiently well informed. The flawed people with... Oh no, got the words wrong. Tried to look inspiringly away into the distance and messed up the words. All right, take 2. I am not sufficiently well informed. Good people with flawed thoughts said to critique this complex situation or suggest what should be done instead. So all the noise went to those with vested interest. They talk so loudly and also repeated that the truth bends to their speech with Frankenstein logic like justified genocide or fighting wars for peace. They redraw the lines to align with their needs. Recognizing the harm that is daily done by both sides taking side lives. All the good people with flawed thoughts sat back from taking sides and furrowed their brows and watched and cried. Denouncing horror is easy, even if seeing the blood causes desolation. It is harder work to unpick the complex mechanics of radicalization and foreign policy and money and the state of the nation. The good people with broad thoughts listen closely until they turn off the TV, then go to bed a little weary but feeling some internal clarity. For if both sides have dead innocent civilians, then the path is neutrality, ignoring US control of UN resolutions and Western foreign policy, swallowing the trauma of 80 years of brutal history. And that if what you want is for the fighting in both directions to cease and the birds to sing quietly for the dawn amongst the olive trees, then apartheid must be set aside and replaced with sovereignty, for there cannot be peace until the people are free. I can't say the phrase flawed thoughts today, apparently. Absolutely destroyed that. But that's the Songtober song on my Songtober collection on Bandcamp and YouTube. Oh, hey Maddie, happy Sunday. Hey Rosie, I do cover Laura Marling, a whole bunch of Laura Marling, and to be fair, like more Laura Marling that's not even on the song list because I can't like add everything by Laura Marling that I could play. Do you know what I mean? Like my Laura Marling and my Bruce. We can't just have 60 songs of each on the song list. That would look bad. That's true, Diatoms. Why am I putting these constraints on myself when I have already surrendered my song list to chaos? Oh, yeah, well, please do request some. Oh, we got ghosts, beautiful. Bum, bum, ba-dum, amongst the olive trees. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Oh, na, 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 na. I think this strange orb visited me, Nurable, for like, I just searched my song list for diatoms and I was like, why is the song not coming up? I don't know, because my brain doesn't work. But it's gone again. It fled. There she goes. That's what the song's called. A little bit, Maddie. A little bit. Yes, okay. I remember that we did this. This was a recent live learn. Do I remember, like, how I did it? No. Shidania, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. The Crochet Cavalry. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know why the Crochet Cavalry rides into... What was that? Is that William Tell? Why not? There is a song written about you. I bet you think the song is about you. That's a bit of that's a little bit of a brag, Diams. I'm not criticising you. Shidani, I hope you had a lovely stream. If you want to hear something, please do request it. Were you crocheting? Is that William Tell? It kind of turns into the Macarena for me. It's like hey Macarena. So there we are. There's a gift. There's a gift for you all. It's literally called Diatom's Attack. That's so exciting, Diatoms. I'll have to check it out. I think if you'd asked me to sing the William Tell Overture, I wouldn't have known what to do. Really weird how much of your knowledge you can't access. There she goes again, racing through my brain, oh, and I just can't contain this feeling that remains. There she goes, there she goes, there she goes again. tree. No one else could heal my pain. Well, and I just can't contain this feeling that remains. There she goes, there she goes, there she goes again, chasing down my lane, and I just can't contain this feeling that remains. There she goes, there she goes again. There she goes again. Does pretty well for a song with like 6 lyrics. Maddie's on a 35 stream streak. Maddie, what kind of boast is that? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your continued, what's the word? Patronage of the stream. Hey Jack, how you doing? Jack's on a 3 stream streak. Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. There she goes, there she goes. Oh, it's streak time apparently. In one sense of the word. Lurker is on a 15 stream streak. Thank you so much, Lurker. Yeah, Maddie, you are controlled by the streak, right? It's like going on Duolingo and doing the shortest possible lesson. Writing songs about your mods should be a thing. I think I've had to do like nonsense about my mods before. It's so incredibly stressful because you're just trying to be funny, and I don't want to just slag people off irredeemably. Although I guess doing it like live improv is more dangerous. If you went away and wrote it, you could probably avoid that. Oh gosh, incredible knowledge there, Lurker. I don't know, but yeah, that sounds kind of right. Sounds like the right era of chaos. There she goes again. He walked down a busy street, staring solely at his feet, collecting pictures of past lovers at his side. Stood at the table where she sat and removed his hat in respect of her presence. Presents her with the pictures and says, "These are just ghosts that broke my heart before I met you. These are just ghosts that broke my heart before I met you." Opened up his little heart, unlocked the lock that kept it dark, and read a written warning saying, "I'm still mourning over ghosts, over ghosts, over ghosts, over ghosts that broke my heart before I met you. Lover, please do not fall to your knees. It's not like I believe in everlasting love." He went crazy at 19, said he'd lost all his self-esteem and couldn't understand why he was crying. He would stare at empty chairs, think of the ghost who once sat there. The ghost that broke his heart, oh the ghost that broke my heart. The ghost that broke his heart, oh the ghost that broke my heart. The ghost, 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 the ghost that broke my heart before I met you. Lover, please do not fall to your knees. It's not like I believe in everlasting love. You said I'm so lost, not at all well. Do is done and there is nothing left to be altered, and I've been following him and he'd been following me. Do is done and after it was over, we were just two lovers crying on each other's shoulder, and I said, lover, please do not fall to your knees. It's not like I believe in everlasting love. I said, lover, please do not fall to your knees. It's not like I believe in everlasting love. Always a great tune. We love a bit of Laura Marling. Like I believe in. Mr. P, how you doing? Good to see you. Enjoy your lurk. I watched 2 series of The Witcher. Like, as in series 1 and 2. I couldn't be bothered with series 3. I think I just put it on and I was like, I don't care. Possibly also with the knowledge that, they're switching it out for series 4. It's going to be a Hemsworth, isn't it? Sorry, Maddie, for my Britishness. Like I believe, and it is a British thing. It's a British thing, but I do often do the season thing because it's better, right? Because then series means the show, and season means whereas we used to say series for both. Yeah, I think so, Lurka. And I think because I watched series 2 when it came out, I watched it in 2 days. I think it was Christmas holidays or something. I just kind of mainlined it into my brain, and it was kind of fun. And if there had been another series right there, maybe I would have watched it. But then when it's 18 months later, you're like, I don't care. And I think it came out in summer or something. Rosie, you're so welcome for the Laura Marling. Thank you for coming by and hanging out. Yes, I just did not care sufficiently. Like I believe in everlasting love. Did you enjoy the books, Jack? Is it book club? Is it book club Sunday? No. Maybe. No. Maybe. Lurka, thank you so much for the gift sub to Rosie. I don't mind a week by week release, but I like to start a bit late. With the most recent series of Fargo, we started watching it on kind of the 4th week. It was 10 episodes, 10 weeks. Pardon me. And then you can kind of stagger yourself so you're watching 2 a week. I like that level. I was one. It was a whole week between episodes. When you're into it, it feel like a very long time. Oh, nice, Nuraba. I mean, the Secret History is so famous, and I do see people talking about it all the time. I do wonder. And then I haven't read it, but I've got the Goldfinch in my TBR pile, and I didn't realise until after I had the Goldfinch, I'd heard of both books, that it's the same person. So I'm going to read the Goldfinch at some point. Like I believe in everlasting love. Yeah, that is the thing. If there's a week episode and you're binging it, you can kind of just power through, or be like, well, we'll watch one more and then give it a shot, but otherwise you just lose it. And when I'm watching TV shows with Dan, he's such a quitter. He's so ready. If there's an episode and he just doesn't care anymore, he's like, I'm over it, which I find quite stressful. I'm like, every episode needs to be good. otherwise we're not watching this show anymore. But Fargo or something, which I really like, and season 5 was so good.
then a bit of space is quite nice. It's like you relish it. It was a bit exciting to watch it. Nurba had the exact same experience, and then one of my friends watched all of series 2, and he was like, "Yeah, it's not worth it." And then that seems to be like the pretty universal opinion that series 2 is rubbish. I'd rewatch series 1 sometime though. I gotta believe in everlasting love. I struggle with anything with like that number of episodes, Jack. Like, it is a big commitment, and I know it's not really, because you can watch a couple, and if you love it, then it's a good thing. There's lots, and if you don't like it, it doesn't matter. But if I click on show and there's 8 seasons, and each season has like 30 episodes, oh Lord. Like about 10 episodes. All right, we've got I Miss You in the song list. I just added this to the song list yesterday, so let's find out if that was a mistake. Hello there, the angel from my nightmare, the shadow in the background of the morgue, the unsuspecting victim of darkness in the valley. We can live like Jack and Sally if we want, where you can always find me, and we'll have Halloween on Christmas, and in the night we'll wish this never ends, we'll wish this never ends. Where are you when I'm so sorry? I cannot sleep, I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody in always. This slick, strange darkness comes creeping on, so haunting every time. And as I said, I counted the webs from all the spiders, catching things and eating their insides, like indecision to call you. Hear your voice of treason. Well, will you come home and stop this pain tonight? Stop this pain and don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Don't waste your time on me. Already the voice inside my head. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Miss you, miss you. miss you, miss you.
Obviously, like a very cheap version of that one. I can't do the octave jump. I feel like when I added it to the song list, I was like, I wish I could title this like "I Miss You" brackets, but I don't go up on the octave, so don't be disappointed. But it's a nice song. It's a fun song to play. Ghost inside my head. Miss you, miss you. Oh, you're all gonna have the video game chat that's gonna convince me that I'm a video game person and I want to play all the video games, and then I remember that I'm not, and I don't, and I never play them. Darn it. What am I currently reading? I just finished my book today. I just read Trespasses, which was it was one of the Women's Prize shortlists last year, and it was so good, and I have emotions about it, which is sad emotions. Is that in the Troubles? And I know, like, it's a bit of a thing that, like, 20% of book prize shortlists are set in Ireland, normally about the Troubles, but it was really good. And so I've just jumped to, I'm reading, like, a trilogy of, I think it's technically young adult, which I never read young adult, but it's like historical adventure with like a little bit of like social issue. It's very light. I'm just reading some for fun. I mean, it's all for fun. But I finished that one earlier and I was like feeling a bit distraught. So now I'm going to read about some people like having adventures with pirates. Don't waste your time on me, you're already the ghost inside my head. Miss you, miss you. That's so fun, Lurker. I love that you do these co-op games. Although, I'm so not like a completion. Like, if I find a quest, I'm like, no. What do I have to do so that the end screen will come up? Sorry. Was that a lot of playtime, Diatoms? I'm on It Takes Two. We haven't finished it though. Slowly playing It Takes Two. Miss you, miss you. Just bought the Goldfinch. For some reason, I read that in your book and I just thought you were talking about like an item in Baldur's Gate or something. I was like, that's irrelevant. You mean the book by Donna Tartt that we were talking about. Cool. Don't waste your time on me. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, Lurker. Of course, like, you're not necessarily doing all the quests because you feel like you have to do them, but because that's what the game is. Which is so nice, and again, is always the thing I think I want, and then I never do. I do like it, Maddie, yeah. I enjoy a co-op where you have kind of distinct roles a lot of the time. Not a co-op where like you have the same ability in every scene. Mainly because I'm usually playing with Dan and he just runs around manically pressing everything and it annoys me. But if you have like different abilities, then that's counted. Yeah, that's quite nice, Zerka. I know, Jag, it's the time, man. I'm trying to have quite a ready year. My kind of loose goal is to like average 100 pages a day. I think I'm like 200 pages behind on that. So it's still achievable. I don't know if it'll happen. Yeah, maybe you can revisit it in a while, Maddie, where you'd be happy to play the earlier stuff.
Tell me what your heart wants. Such a simple thing.
I think this key works. This is a nice song. I'm going to play some Ray La Montagne for Maddie. Then I think we'll do our little live learn. Of do, a deer, a female deer. I won't do a Julie Andrews voice for the whole thing. Maybe a little bit. That's awesome, Jack. It's so nice. It's something I really appreciate being in the habit of. For me, it's like worth maintaining. It does mean like at the weekends, if I have a free afternoon, like a Saturday afternoon or something, I am at the moment just kind of sitting down with a book rather than being like, maybe I should play a game or talk to a human. At some point, probably talk to a human. And at some point, I'll probably go sit on a beach. But right now, it's February. So. Oh, please, Jack, Diane, anybody, please feel free to tell us about what you're reading if you want to.
Tell me what you're feeling. I can take the pain. Tell me that you mean it. And you won't leave again. Tell me what your heart wants. Oh, such a simple thing. My heart is like paper. Yours is like a flame. Oh, I can't make you see. Oh, if you don't by now, oh, I'll get through these changes somehow. Somehow. Take it if you want it. I'm so tired, I just don't care. Can you see how much you've hurt me? It's like I wasn't there. Tell me what your heart wants. Such a simple thing. My heart is like paper, honey. Yours is like a flame. My heart, it's like paper. Yours is like a flame. And I can make you see. Ooh, if you don't by now, such a simple thing. My heart, it's like paper. Yours is like a flame. My heart, it's like paper, honey. Yours is like a flame.
Oh, such a nice song, Maddie. Thank you for requesting that. I really like that in the chorus, the little A major just comes out of nowhere. Hey, it's happy Sunday. How are you doing? Lovely book chat. It's book chat. Ooh, it's book chat. It's book chat. Okay. It's terrible jingle, absolutely abysmal. Yeah, the clocks. When do that's a while, isn't it, for the clocks? Is that April? We're kind of. It's quite early to start looking forward to it, but I don't want to take that from you, Jack. Reading a fictional book set in ancient Rome. What's it called? Diaton's reading the prequel to The Priory of the Orange Tree. The Priory of the Orange Tree was like tentatively on my TBR, and then Neurobot had a bad experience with it, and my friend had kind of the opposite experience where like she didn't like it for most of it and then kind of wanted to know what happened. But between those two kind of mixed experiences, I removed it. End of March, of course it is. I don't know why, like, it's the same time every year and I can never remember when it changes. It's always a little bit of a surprise. Such a nice song. So when last week I met up with a couple of my friends for a couple of days, and we try to meet up like a few times a year, and when we do, we often get a hold of a book, let's just say not necessarily of the writing or plot quality that we might usually look out for. We got one this year out of like a book phone box, where old phone boxes are full of books, which was like a kind of, I mean, it's probably meant to be a rom-com from like the early 90s. Anyway, terrible characters, as in terrible people. Such a deep embedded sexism to this book. It was about a female author writing female characters who just hated women. And then we kind of skim read it. And anyway, I was reminded because you said about the walk, Jack, and we went for a walk and just read this to each other. And I do hope that the dog walkers didn't like hear weird hints of like, oh, she's faking a pregnancy, or tell me what your heart wants. Such a simple thing. Oh, is that called slow reading, James? Like slow travel, slow television, you know, where they want you to watch a canal boat for 4 hours. Shouldn't listen to Neurobot, didn't think much of Piranesi. But you liked Jonathan Strange, right? Ooh, because I haven't read Jonathan Strange, etc. But I've thought about it before, but it's really long and I'm like, I don't know. But I really liked Piranesi, so I thought I should. But maybe that's not how that works. It's the same author. Is the relevant point there. Tell me what your heart wants. They must have thought our lives were wild, Jack. Oh, none of us have jobs, but we want to divorce our rich husbands because they're boring and somehow survive. Oh, one woman planned a party and the catering fell through, and then she went to Marks and Spencer's food hall, baller, and bought 20 kinds of cheese. It said in the book she bought 20 kinds of cheese, and then we had to sit there and try and name 20 kinds of cheese. It's a lot of cheese. It didn't, Lurker. It didn't. We were just left stranded. We got to 20, but we were including things like darily triangles, which was probably not the vibe. Like, and also, can you get them in like a shop, Marks and Spencer? Like, how big is your Marks and Spencer's? Anyway, so, but also talking about historical fiction, you were saying you're reading Under the Eagle. I thought I'd heard of that, Jack, but I don't think I have. I think I've just heard of a different Eagle series about Rome because everyone loves eagles. And, but yeah, George R.R. Martin would have told us the types of cheese. Would have had pages on the cheese. In this phone box full of old paperbacks where we found this gem of a novel, there was another one which we nearly picked, which was like a historical romance set in ancient Egypt, set in like Old Kingdom ancient Egypt, or Middle Kingdom? I don't know. My archaeology degree is fading away. It was set about 4,500 years ago. And I flicked through it. It looked truly abysmal. But kudos to the author for just being like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna write about Khufu. And I've had this experience before where I've wanted to read historical novels that are set like really long time ago. So I guess like ancient Egypt, like the Old Kingdom Egypt, and then earlier like a good kind of Paleolithic novel. And I know they exist, but I've like scoured Goodreads and stuff and they always seem a bit iffy, and I think it's just because the level of knowledge about what kind of daily life was like degrades so much. So people are writing a novel about like, I don't know, you know, like Mesolithic hunter-gatherers, and like you just have to make so much stuff up that people make up rubbish stuff. And I feel like there's a similar thing with kind of Old Kingdom Egypt, where we actually have a lot of artifacts, obviously, and a lot of knowledge about like the priestly caste and like the monarchs and stuff. But like, what's everyone just doing day to day? Whereas I think Rome, especially, you have a much better documentation of life, because I've read some books set in ancient Rome. I'm reading a trilogy that's like, the third one hasn't come out yet. The Wolf Den trilogy. It's just set in Pompeii, and like it feels good. And I'm not an expert in ancient Rome, but like I feel like I have enough knowledge that if it was really weird, I'd be like, And it feels like the people are real people, and at the same time, it's a real kind of representation of an ancient place. But I've never managed to find any kind of ancient Egypt or older thing that doesn't just read completely nonsensical. Anyway, that is my ramble about that. Like, I just want to get in the head of like I don't know. I mean, it's all made up, so you might say, like, why does it matter? You're not in the head of anybody, apart from the author, but they can't convince me, I guess. Yeah, maybe, James. I think reading in bed is a good thing, but it's like always proof, or even like not at nighttime. If I read, it's sometimes proof of that I'm actually really tired, but I'm kind of keeping myself awake by looking at screens. And then I start reading a book and I immediately fall asleep, and it's like, oh, maybe my brain was asleep. Tell me what your heart wants, such a simple thing. She did get some baguettes, Lurker, and she got some chicken tikka. It just said chicken tikka. Anyway, and her friend cooked like for her. There was 3 women that were supposedly friends, and one of them was an absolute doormat who's got walked over the whole time, who catered this whole party for. Anyway, terrible novel. Don't read it. Yeah, you do have to be careful with any novel that requires a good amount of research, so especially historical fiction, to avoid the author info dump. Like, just because you learnt this, I don't need to know it. But people who do it well, it's really impressive. Yeah, I saw you that tweet, Maddie. That sounds insane. Tell me what your heart wants, such a simple thing. Yeah, I kind of get that, Jack, about your ancient Egypt thing, in the same way that I think some people really get into ancient Egypt and aren't so bothered by other periods. Like, I think just because ancient Egypt exists for such a long period of time, some of the bits of it that people are really into are so old. And then the material culture is like really distinctive. We have loads of it because they liked making things and because it's in a like quite a hot, dry place. I was going to say desert, but lots of Egypt was not a desert in ancient Egypt. It was a lot of grassland. It's got a big flipping river through the middle, quite famously. So I think it definitely has different distinct feel. I think like what we know and don't know, in a way that like Rome and Greece, you have so many just kind of historians and philosophers and diaries and people just kind of like writing in a different way. There's my non-expert opinion on that. We're going to do a live learn. Oh, I've got like a terrible graphic. Let's put that up. Tell me what your heart wants. And yeah, definitely for like the really old stuff. Like I just a while ago just really, really wanted to read like a novel about like, I don't even know. And the Mesolithic people being cold. I don't know what specifically I wanted. But I found like the most famous ones. And I read like the plot summary, and it was truly terrible, horrifying. A lot of it has a lot of really weird racist undertones. It was not good. I was like, I'm not reading that. Right, Sound of Music live learn. First ever Sound of Music live learn, we think. That's a little bit exciting. So this is the thing, like, I mean, I feel like I'm not an expert, even though like that's incredibly loud. I did study ancient Egypt, a chunk. There's lots of good sources on certain things. There's less written sources than like ancient Rome and ancient Greece. There's written sources on late Egypt and like Egypt, like Greek Egypt and Roman Egypt after the annexation, obviously. But like pyramid building Egypt, Old Kingdom Egypt, is a lot of material evidence, and then like inscriptions, so a lot of like religious evidence. Such a simple thing. I know, Maddie, isn't this overlay professional? What on earth? That's a bit rude. It's like a watermark. It's a watermark. It's a watermark. Yeah, I think that's true, Jack. And I think, this is my last little ramble, probably before I listen to the song. Like, I'm reading the Wolf Den trilogy, which is set in Pompeii, set in like AD like 77. I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen? I think I know. But anyway, and it's about like a brothel and like the sex workers and everything. And I like it actually, because I think it does a good job of kind of marrying historical stuff and also like the fact that cultural difference over time or over place like doesn't negate like the fact that people will have actually had emotions about like being assaulted or whatever. Like, that don't even make a lot of sense, but I think it's like a good balance of being like, these are people, and you give them kind of emotions and perspectives that maybe seem anachronistic, but I don't think they actually necessarily are. I think they may be anachronistic to like the sources that you have, which are predominantly and sometimes solely like very dominant, rich, and male. And then like, oh, so you're trying to write a story where all the characters are slaves. Like, the fact that slavery was really, really common doesn't mean that they would chill about it. Do you know what I mean? I think it's good at mixing those. It's art. It's a live learn. It's a live learn. Huzzah. Yeah, for sure. And that's like part of the joy of it, right? Is if you want to read something historical, you want and especially if it's a novel, you want to like have the people experience. You want to be in someone's emotions. So if someone's like treating people from the past like they're complete aliens, it's like, A, why? And B, what's the fun in that? This is going to make me want to watch Sound of Music. Tell me what your heart was. Would I recommend it? What the ones I'm reading new about? Yes. What the trilogy I'm talking about? I would. Yes. I don't know when the third one comes out. Like this year sometime. Absolute banger. This tab hasn't included the let's start at the very beginning. It's not including all the verses. Excuse me. I found it. Found one with everything. Oh, maybe. I think I'm watching a slightly different version. Mine's 2 minutes 19 seconds, and I might have cut you out. Oh, Maddie, you should watch it if you want. Oh, fantastic items. Who/what did you play? Yes, that's the version I'm listening to. Oh, did I give you like the bike version? Apologies. You played Rolf. That's like a main role though. It's such a Christmas film. Like 3 Christmases ago, my dad was like, I've never seen Sound of Music. So we sat down and we watched Sound of Music. Right then. I'm just having a good time. Maddie, I'm never going to watch Hamilton at this rate. You know it. I really like it. That's funny. Music theory and English at the same time. Lovely. Woohoo. Oh, nice. Austria is one of those countries that I forget about. I feel like I've said this before. Some countries I just don't think about in the course of my day. Belgium, don't really get a look in. Austria, no way. I just forget about it. Apologies to the Belgians and the Austrians. It's not personal. Bring us back to a dear female dear, hooray, a drop of golden sun. Yeah, so this song comes up at least twice, and it has lots of different parts. Sometimes the children are singing something else underneath, like when you know the, I think she sings that while the kids sing Do Re Mi, etc. So we've got options for kind of what gets sung. I don't know. Let's experiment. I feel like I should play it with like this one for the Maria von Trapp vibes. What's she called before she's Maria von Trapp? I don't know. Maria. I don't know if it's worth tuning. Do, re, mi. it's translucent. I don't see the problem. Maddie's got the retirement shortlist ready. I love this, Maddie. Manifesting. Austrian countryside, San Diego, Colorado, Himalayan foothills. And then you're like, woo! Southwest Peninsula of England. Probably is not gonna not gonna provide you with the drama of any of those. Although it's quite temperate. You know, if the climate's like by the time you retire, you might want it. Northern California's, I don't know, used to be quite temperate. Okay, let's just like see how it goes. And then there might be something funky we can do with it.
Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with A, B, C. When you sing, you begin with Do, Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. The first three notes just happen to be Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do.
It's not like not the right intervals, but that's okay.
Do, a deer, a female deer, Re, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, Far, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. It'll bring us back to do, 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 do. A deer, a female deer, and Re, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, Far, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink of jam and bread. That'll bring us back to Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Yeah. So, Do, La, Fa, Mi, Do, Re. So, Do, La, Ti, Do, Re, Do. So, Do, La, Fa, Mi, Do, Re. So, Do, La, Ti, Do, Re, Do. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Well, Do, a deer, a female deer, and Re, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, Far, a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to Do. So, Do, La, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do.
Okay. A section at the end completely lost me because they're singing the notes, but like not the same tune. The so, do, la, the. I know that tune, and then the end is different ones. And I don't know. Like I can't do it. I can't use the soufflage. Hey, for fun, how you doing? Thanks for following my solo self. Let's, I'm wondering if you can do an unchilled version. It's a great film. It's already on. So it's like just doing a different key so that I can actually sing the whole scale. Oh, but like, what do they actually overlay? Is that the same? No. No, I was going to do a loop and then I was like, actually the notes keep changing. Do I like weird fish? Depends on the context. So I feel like this song was chosen in honour of the stream Cornish word of the day today. Which is deer, which is Caro. So I feel like we should do a Cornish version of the song. Hey Heather, how you doing? Only 2 contexts. How disappointing. Is that a specific Radiohead song? I don't know the song. La, like la is just, they're just saying la. That doesn't translate because it doesn't mean anything in English. Unfortunately. So we won't translate that one. Okay. This is, nobody asked for this. I haven't translated like all the words, obviously. I've just translated the first words. Do, dear. We're gonna do the Cornish version. So do is uick. Uick. Ray, like a ray of sun, is doing. Me is V. Far is pel. So, I didn't do. Oh, great. Is oh gosh, how else do you say that? Glorious. GWR is how it starts. Glorious. La, we're just going to translate as la, because it just means la. T is te. It says a drink with jam and bread, and I should know jam and bread. Jam is kifaith. What's bread? What's bread? Bara. I knew that. So that we with kifaith. Ha bara. No, now I'm translating the whole song. I'm not meant to be doing this. I'm not meant to be doing any of this. A female deer. Looks like Benno. lots of some. The problem is if you start trying to translate is I'm not good enough at Cornish, and there'll be like stem changes, and because everything agrees with everything in a complete circle. Hey Aradesh, how you doing? The Portuguese translation adapted quite a bit. Well, I'm a stickler. So it would be like Caro Benno, but would Benno change to like, I don't know. So we're not going to do that. Uick, a deer, a female deer, doing a drop of golden sun. V, a name I call myself, Pel, a long, long way to run. Grias, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. Grias, Tay, a drink with Kifaith. Ha, Barra, that'll bring us back to Uick, 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 Uick. That was worth it, wasn't it? That was so worth it. I hope you all had a fantastic time. That's all right, Aradesh. The classic answer to that, if I say how are you and you say I'm good, would say, well, that's for us to judge. But I'm not like somebody's mum trying to embarrass you. So you're safe. Uick, 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 uick. Lurka, I hope you enjoyed, like, whatever that was. The Sound of Music experience. What are the songs in Sound of Music? Sound of Music track list. Prelude. Okay. I Have Confidence. That's an annoying song. My favourite things, fine. Lonely Goatherd. Bop. Absolute bop. 16 Going on 17. Climb Every Mountain. Hilarious if you sing it in the nun voice. Climb every mountain, etc. The Sound of Music is a solid song. Something Good is like a bit sappy, but the chemistry in this film is fantastic. And Crystal Plummer is attractive, so it's all good. It carries it off. And Edelweiss is fine. I thought Edelweiss was like a real song, much like 50% of the world. But it's just from the film, from the musical. High on a hill, still lonely, good, brilliant. I'm Good came from AAVE. There we go. Yeah, there's a point like a... When I went to see Les Mis in the West End, it was a long time ago. I was just sitting there like, how did they translate all of these songs from French and maintain the rhyme scheme? That's so impressive. Turns out that's not what happened. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. Oh yeah. So long, farewell, avida, say adieu. Like, obviously a really annoying song, but at the same time, very fun. Da 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 bum 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 bum. There's a rhythm there, you know. Why can I not hear that? I should be able to hear that. See you, Jack. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh yeah, How'd You Solve a Problem Like Maria? That's a fun song. Oh, because I'm recording all of this way. Right. I hadn't pressed record. That's why I couldn't hear it. Okay, well, that's better than pretty much any other option. Confidence is like, it's always like, I have confidence and confidence in me. I'm gonna sing it over the top of I Need My Girl. This is gonna sound great. Music theory is not coming through for me today. There's a crackle in there, but like, I'm gonna say it kind of works. We'll just keep it. I can't do music today, apparently. Okay. Have a little break from that crackly organ. I feel like the book I finished today was too sad for me to be singing this sad song. Survive. Says that I look taller. I can't get my head around it. I keep feeling smaller and smaller. One of the characters was called Davy in the book as well. Drove a car into the garden. You enjoy that one every time, even though I don't understand what half of the lyrics are about. Under the gun again. Ooh, 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 what a bum. And we got a loop in the end, even though a deer betrayed me. Sorry, uick, a deer, a female deer. Alrighty. Maddie's requested some first aid kit, not like you, Maddie. Expanding your horizons, I see. Also, it's light. It's like 5:30. It's not even dark. Boof. Emmylou. Oh, we don't play this as much as some other first aid kit. And it's a cracker. And probably my first first aid kit. I just bashed myself in the face with my guitar. My first aid kit song I learned to play, as I mentioned on Wednesday. I mean, Bentista's a whole new level, Maddie, but the rest of us can aim for the stars. Aradesh, you should talk to Nurabot. I had a similar report.
Oh, the bitter winds are coming in, and I'm already missing the summer. Stockholm's cold, but I've been told I was born to enjoy this kind of weather. When it's you, I find like a ghost in my mind. I am defeated, and I gladly wear the crown. I'll be your Emmylou, and I'll be your June. You'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. Now so much I know that things just don't grow if you don't bless them with your patience. But I've been there before. I held up the door for every stranger with a promise. But I'm holding back. It's the strength that I lack. Every morning keeps returning to my window. Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. I'll be your Emmylou and I'll be your June, and you'll be my grandma, Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. I was a bit low. I'm always worried about going super high with this song. I think of it as higher than it is. So it was a little bit crunchy, so apologies for that. But a very fun song. So I hope you had a good time. Hey Tammy, welcome in. Neurobot has requested one song to the tune of That Funny Feeling to the tune of You're the One That I Want. Oh, that's fun. Puts a different spin on That Funny Feeling. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, anybody who missed the one song to the tune of another that I did on Wednesday, that's on Discord, because that was quite a fun little Valentine's one. So sing, little darling, sing with me. Mm-hmm. Oh, and anybody who hasn't previously met or noticed Little Hippo. Say hi to Little Hippo, that's the whole story. Yeah, it can be a nice little clip, can't it? Like I couldn't actually turn it into a short from the video, and I spent so long trying to figure out why, and then I found buried on a page somewhere that YouTube videos with copyright claims can't be turned into shorts. And like all of my VODs get copyright claimed because occasionally I sing a song close enough to the original that it flags it. But I think I could manually cut it and upload it. I don't know if the short got copyright claimed, if it would be an issue. I can't imagine so, because like so many shorts all use the same song, right? Like people use famous songs. But it's a nice little clip. So it's readily viewable. Hey David, how you doing? It's all about the jumper life over here. What's the hippo's name? I don't know. It's up for naming. This side has some decoration. You can't see too well because the light's so bright. I don't know if this is gonna ruin the illusion of the stream. I just you can kind of see some decor. Anyway. Blinded by the light. But just plain hip on this side. Yeah, I don't know, because like you should have a license to perform covers, right? So if you were making money off the covers, even if that was via having a successful YouTube situation, like if you don't have a license for that cover, you shouldn't be able to make any money off it. So it should cover covers. I don't know. Copyright law, the concept of copyright is tricky and what it should apply to. And then copyright law only bears a passing resemblance to the concept because it's old and just designed to protect Disney, essentially. So I don't really know the ins and the outs. Thanks, Isoptrophobia. How are you doing? The classical ones is just so annoying. I really feel for people with that. Like, all the copyright detection systems are really bad at recognizing when things are out of copyright. I just really wanted an apple juice. How weird is that? Anyway, there's the hippo. So if you come up with a name, like, feel free to share. Or it can be your private thing with the hippo. Like, I don't want to get in anybody's way.
watched quite a good video about copyright the other day, and it was talking about book copyright, not music copyright, but it was about how when copyright like first became a thing, and like how long it lasted for and stuff. It lasted for like 7 years or something, or like was it 14 years or 7? Anyway, and it was just this idea that like you should have the right to make money, the immediate money off of the thing you make, right? You write a book, someone shouldn't be able to print that book the next day and take all the money. But once you've like had your sales, had the majority of your sales, you don't like own it. Then people could do other things to it. Whereas it's just got extended. And I was like, hundreds of years. Any pencil with a drawing on that might look like one of your characters. It's just like, rambling man. What is it in? That doesn't make sense. Why are they the same note? They should never be the same note. They're not. They are. Great. We're in the right tuning.
Asking all things you can see. You're vulnerable and you're giving me to.
Excuse me. You know what that sound is? It's the sound of the police coming to arrest Maddie. Excuse me, everybody.
Oh, naive little me, asking what things you have seen, and you're vulnerable in your head, but you'll scream and you'll wail till you're dead. Creatures veiled by night, following things that are right, and they're tired and they need to be led, and they'll scream and they'll wail till they're dead. But give me to a rambling man, let it always be known that I was who I am. Beaten, battered and cold, well, my children will live just to grow. But if I sit here and weep, I'll be blown over by the slightest breeze. And the weak need to be led, and the tender I carry to their beds, and it's a pale and cold affair. Well, I'll be damned if I'll be found there. But give me to a rambling man, let it always be known that I was who I am. It's funny how the first chords you come to are the minor notes that come to serenade you. And it's hard to accept yourself as someone you don't desire, as someone you don't want to be. But give me to a rambling man, let it always be known that I was who I am. Oh, give me to a rambling man, let it always be known that I was who I am.
Fun tune. Technically at the end, I think that song goes from 4/4 to 3/4. It's like a time signature change. I'm just never convinced I'm going to be able to pull that off. I get to that point in the song, I'm like, how? But I was who I am. Anyway, so little nugget there if you go listen to the actual song. And we're going to have another three Laura Marling songs today. You'd almost think I was a fan. But give me to a rambling man, let it always be known that I was who I am. David, thank you so much for the donation. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-ba-da-bum. Is that a request or a commentary? Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba-da-ba-da-bum. What's that? That's I Feel Free, I think. A request. David's requested a depressing song. What do you think, chat? Bum ba-da-da-dum. Bum ba-da-da-da-da-da. I feel free. The river, but alas, I cannot swim. Okay, I will think of something depressing after this positively uplifting song. There's a house across the river, but alas, I cannot swim. And a garden of such beauty that the flowers seem to brim. There's a house across the river, but alas, I cannot swim. I'll live my life regretting that I never jumped in. There's a boy across the river with short black curly hair. He wants to be my lover and I want to be his peer. There's a boy across the river, but alas, I cannot swim. I never will get to put my arms around him. There's a life across the river that was meant for me. Instead I live my life in constant misery. There's a life across the river, but I do not see why I should please those who will never be pleased. Gold across the river, but I don't want none. There is gold across the river, but I don't want none. Gold is fleeting, gold is fickle, gold is fun. Gold is fleeting, gold is fickle, gold is fun. There is gold across the river, but I don't want none. I'd rather be dry than held up by a golden gun, saying work more, earn more, live more, have more fun. Saying saying work more, more, live more, have more fun. That's a cracking song. And actually kind of depressing. Like, I said jolly because, I mean, it is. But, like, I guess at the end, she comes round to, like, her side of the river. But at the beginning, Maybe it's not so much depressing as cautionary about the importance of learning how to swim. Gigaston, thank you so much for the gift sub to Heather. I hope you're doing well. No, I can't do that, Jenkins. That sounds hard. And Lurker, thank you so much for the gift sub to Gigaston. There is... Yeah, Christmas card. I like that. That's a good suggestion. Let's do that. There's a life across the river that was meant for me. Instead, I live my life in constant misery. There's a life across the river, but I do not see. Oh, it's a bit low. Why I should please those who will never be pleased. We talked about this, Lurker. I swear, like the other day, I was like, do I want to keep River on? Okay, do I want to keep River on the song list? Because, like, is it too Christmassy or not? And that conversation didn't go anywhere. I have not reactivated it, but it is potential. It is potential. It is potential. I just speak in a kind of stream shorthand, and I hope that you get the intention of every sentence. Both sound Christmas songs. And I'm living avenue. Just go this one, I think. I recognize the names, David, but I don't. Is that just like a choice, or is that in reference to this song? Like, have they covered this song or something? Hey Charlie, I'm pregnant and I'm living on 9th Street, right above the dirty bookstore off Euclid Avenue. And I stopped taking dope and I quit drinking whiskey. And my old man plays trombone and works out at the track. He says that he loves me even though it's not his baby. And he says he'll raise him up like he would his own son. And he gave me a ring that was worn by his mother. And he takes me out dancing every Saturday. Hey Charlie, I think about you every time I pass a filling station, on account of all the grease you used to wear in your hair. And I still have that record, Little Anthony Imperials, but someone stole my record player. Now how would you like that? Charlie almost went crazy after Mario got busted. So I went back to Omaha to live with my folks. But everyone I used to know was either dead or in prison. So I came back to Minneapolis. I think this time I'm gonna stay. Hey Charlie, I think I'm happy for the first time since my accident. And I wish
wish I had all the money we used to spend on dope. I'd buy me a used car lot and I wouldn't sell any of them. Just drive a different car every day, depending how I feel. Hey Charlie, for Christ's sakes, do you wanna know the truth of it? I don't have a husband, he don't play the trombone, and I need to borrow money to pay this lawyer. Charlie, hey, I'll be eligible for parole come Valentine's Day.
David, I'm really glad you liked it. I really like that one. It's so much fun to play. Thank you so much for the cheer, as well as the donation and the follow. Have you heard Gillian Welch's Everything is Free? I don't think so. I know like one Gillian Welch album pretty well, and then like nothing else. Just completely normal distribution.
Do you wanna know the truth of it? Don't have a husband, he don't play no trombone.
There we go. That one. Helps if I put my hand in the right place.
Wanna know the truth of it.
Speaking of kind of depressing songs, I think this is potentially going to enter into that category, although the title is very funny. It doesn't even play the trombone, Aradesh. It all falls apart, man. We're going to play one song to the tune of another, which is going to be That Funny Feeling to the tune of You're the One That I Want, which Nurba has requested and has termed That Funny Feeling That I Want by Greased Bow, which is fantastic. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's great. Is Bruce Star one of the... Yes, I think so, Maddie. Once we had this conversation and I went trekking into the depths of my stream settings to find out, and I think Bruce Star was yeah. I was hovering over that. I forgot what the founder's badge looked like, so rep there for Gigaston. Everyone I used to know is either dead or in prison. I'm gonna I'm gonna listen to the Gillian Welch another time, because I would like to know more. There we go. Romeo and Juliet, I feel like I'm gonna call bittersweet. Even though I don't, I think you could call it depressing if you like. What do I need up? You're the One That I Want. Bittersweet symphony that's life. Did we do that as like a live lamb one time? Till your morning and you die. We did. How often is the harp used? What do we think, chat? Less less than the frequency required to make me improve at the harp. Probably like every other stream. Song is spot, like. Song is spot, man.
And my heart is set on you.
Does that work? I don't know what key I sing this in. There are Aradesh, so the legends say.
They're multiplied.
All right, what are we doing? That funny feeling to the tune of You're the One That I Want.
Stunning 8K resolution. Meditation app in honor of the revolution. It's half off at the Gap. Depot self-awareness, loving parents, and harmless fun. It's the backlash to the backlash to the thing that's just begun. There it is again, that funny feeling. The Surgeon General's pop-up shop, Robert Iger's face, discount Etsy, agitprop, Bugles take on race, female Colonel Sanders, easy answers, Civil War, the whole world at your fingertips, the ocean at your door. There it is again, that funny feeling. The live action Lion King, the Pepsi halftime show, 20,000 years of this, 7 more to go. Carpool karaoke, Steve Aoki, Logan Paul.
What am I doing?
A gift shop at the gun range. Am I shooting at the mall? There it is again, that funny feeling.
There's quite a lot more words in that funny feeling than in You're the One That I Want. Surprise.
Reading Pornhub's terms of service, going for a drive, and obeying all the traffic laws in Grand Theft Auto 5. Full agoraphobic, losing focus, cover blow, a book on getting better hand delivered to me by a drone. There it is again, that funny feeling. Total disassociation, fully out of your mind, Googling derealization, hating what you find, that unapparent summer air
It got quite high at the end there. I loved how some of those lines kind of like really lined up. Like vibe wise, like I don't know, some of them kind of like, some of the just quite miserable ones, I suppose. So it was like the like total disassociation, fully out of your mind, kind of just slots in, and then it was like Pepsi halftime show, Neurobot. Blimey O'Reilly, thank you so much for the donation. That's very kind of you. And thank you for the fun song combo, because that was really fun. Hey Brostar, how are you doing? Willkommen. Yeah, I feel like that's quite a strange thing to listen to if you're like quite sleepy or not really paying attention. You're like, what's actually happening here? A little bit of song magic. What's a folk Cornish thing? I don't know. Beast of Bodmin. Hey, what can you say? We were overdue. That's creepy, Maddie. I love that. Maddie summoned you, Brosa. It'll be over soon. Just wait. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da. Brosa, thank you so much for the reset. 55 blooming months. You're not even going to make a quip about trying to unsubscribe. You've given up. And I respect you for that. There's only so long you can fight. Hey, what can we say? Well, I mentioned Beast of Bodmin, so we've got a random original queued up, which means my choice of original. Should we do Beskun Bren? Which is Beast of Bodmin. So, kind of. I mean, I just took it, David, as you were talking about actual chickens, so I was just rolling with it. I like that, Bro Starlight. Maybe it's just taunting you. Yeah, maybe it's contrary. A contrary beast. Oh gosh, okay, I don't know why I said I'd do this, because I remembered I can't really play it. Woohoo! We love that for me. This was a Songtober song I wrote in October, the month when I wrote 30 songs. This was one of them. Yeah, available for 3.3 pence. A bargain at twice the price. Alright, just every chorus is going to be really slow because I don't know the chords, so that's just part of it. Lock up your sons and lock up your daughters, flood the moat with holy waters, chant the prayers the good priest taught us, the beast is out again. Lock up your fathers and lock up your wives, find the box of silver knives, swear to live more holy lives, the beast is out again. Overmore it comes and comes through the bog and over Carn, can you hear it as it comes through the day and through the dark? Okay, right, we're going to start again. We're going to do a slow version of this song because this is why I've played it on different instruments before. That's what we're going to do, because I can't be dealing with this. I got no brain today. I left it somewhere else. We're going to do a cheats version. That's cool, Lurker. That is good to know, actually. So what am I doing with that? Well, that's going to be awful over here, isn't it? Oh, no, I can't do that. That doesn't work either. Ah, wait, no, I've transposed it. Hang on. Bear with. Okay, if you would like to hear the funky open tuning version of this song, it is available on Bandcamp and on YouTube. It's called Best Goon Bren. It's day 17 of my Songtober. I'm going to play a version of it now that I can get out without too many errors. It's a bit Decemberist, isn't it? Lock up your sons and lock up your daughters, flood them out with holy waters, chant the prayers the good priest taught us, the beast is out again. Lock up your fathers and lock up your wives, find the box of silver knives, swear to live more holy lives, the beast is out again. Over more it comes and comes through the bog and over Carn. Can you hear it as it comes through the day and through the dark? Lock up your lords and lock up